Hello, hello, folks. It's your favorite one-legged miner here with guest appearance by Larry over there. And I want to let you know we're putting the first of the two artifacts into the War Eagle Museum. That's right. This is going to be museum space back here. This was the old hoist room for the incline shaft over here. It goes down to the lower levels of the War Eagle mine. Yeah, we take a look over here. You can see down there, 2 tracks. A manway, thank you, sir. Goes down quite a ways. We've got 5 levels below this, crummy little sump that has bad air. But the other levels have good air circulation and lots of space to explore and stuff to see and do. And those are currently on one of my adventure tours, so those are available for people to come out here and see. And just even look at the timbering all the way down the shaft, totally beautiful. Right down there, you can see the first level below us. There's 4 more below this. A little walkway over here. The air pipe going down. And just a really nice, fairly rare underground shaft that was the heart of this area of the mine for a long time. And back here, there would have been a big hoisting engine at one time to pull the cars up out of there. There's still 2 cars down there. You can't see them from here, but they're down there 2 levels down. One's back on the level with no wheels. The other one is upside down off the track because some jerk off shoved it down the track and let it run free. And it caused a fair amount of damage when it flipped off the track down there and could have wiped out the entire shaft if these timbers weren't so solid and the rock wall above wasn't so patent. So fortunately they haven't, but we're going to eventually haul those back out of here and put them up on display up here where people can see them. And all the other artifacts that I'm going to be pulling out of the War Eagle or acquiring from other sources, period artifacts, are going to come back into this area eventually. And this will be where people can come in and see the actual equipment that the old miners used to use back in the Anaconda days. And 2 of the tools we have here are ones that we've recovered from the upper levels of the War Eagle. The first is this shovel you see over here. The handle is unfortunately cracked, but you can see this shovel tells a lot of stories if you look at it. One, the end has been shortened, not deliberately, so they could get up and work in the tight stope where we found it. It was in a pretty tight space up there. That was when I think Jason and I turned up a while back. Handle is cracked, unfortunately. The entire thing is blackened with soot. This was up there during the big Anaconda, or the War Eagle's western shaft fire, and it was in one of the air passages for that fire gases, and it got a little charred and singed, but not burned itself. So this was through that fire, and it's just a nice way of an actual shovel that worked this mine. The handle adapted for the particular use it was being put to. Next to it here, we have another little tool. This would have been a shovel that at one time broke off, and the miners, always being creative and reutilizing everything, they'd bend the blades and then they'd use it as a scraper. So they get up into the tops of those stopes where the loose rock was, and they'd pull the rock down by hand with these. And again, the handle's broken off here. There wasn't much left to it where it was actually found, so it wasn't much longer than this. This is also a little fire blackened from being up in the same area. This has got a little more marking on. We were able to locate on the front, I don't know if I can get it in the video here, it was an Oliver Ames company shovel. So if you look up the Oliver Ames company, back in the day, there was quite a lot of internet write-up on them, and it's just further adds to the history. And once the shovel handle broke off, they heated the blade, bent it in an 90-degree angle like that, and made a scraper out of it. And that's just the way these guys were ingenious for utilizing stuff, because the nearest Home Depot or Lowe's was, well, they hadn't been invented yet, so there was no new shovel store to replace that at. So these are now both part of the mine's historical section, and they will be joined hopefully in the near future by as many more artifacts as I can come into. Unfortunately, this mine was stripped out pretty good, but I'm scavenging the internet and junk shops and everywhere else I can to find period artifacts that would have been used in this mine, and looking to put them back in here so people can see them. And it's going to be ongoing project. If you know of any old mining stuff, please let me know. It would be fantastic to have it in here. But we're going to make this, again, a tribute to the miners and the work they did back in here. Just work in progress. Stay tuned, stick around. Out.